Hey guys, welcome back for the next episode of The 100. So I know everything has been coming out super late. I'm just really backed up with editing and my computer's very slow and old. Anyways, I am super excited for this episode. Last episode we got to see Diyoza's time in Bardo and how she was while they were interrogating Octavia and everything, like what she was up to. And then by the end of it, she reunited with Hope and Octavia, as well as Echo and Gabriel. Echo's still very mad because, you know, Bellamy. I still don't think Bellamy is dead. They could have done something with Octavia's memories. We also saw Octavia and Levitt. He told them not to go into the stone room. I saw a lot of people thinking Levitt might be a bad guy or might betray them. I really hope not, because I really like his character and he seems to care for Octavia, and I want him to be a good person. He told them to like go to the surface, but it was risky and that they couldn't survive there for too long. So I want to know more about that. But it ended with Gabriel kind of betraying them. He chose to have them captured and himself captured instead of doing what Levitt had suggested of them going through the oxygen farm and then going to the surface where no one would bother them. So I'm a little worried about that. I don't know what's going to happen. The other storyline we had was of Clarke and Co. in Nakara, the ice planet that turned out to be like a burial planet where they took their dead, and the stone ended up being inside a living thing. The slime on the wall was like stomach acid. Just reminded me of Star Wars, but it was pretty cool. We had a nice talk with Raven and Clarke where they had a heart-to-heart and just like about, you know, Raven's tough choices she's had to do in the last couple of episodes and her dealing with that and kind of understanding Clarke better and all. So that was nice. They also discovered the second Dawn Bunker's logo there, so they've kind of pieced together that like people from Earth were there and they want to know how. So I'm definitely interested in that. Also, they saw the symbol for Bardo, so they know which planet to go to, so they're gonna arrive in Bardo and I'm so excited. I'm absolutely loving the whole storyline with Bardo. The other storyline is the one in Sanctum. Indra has assumed command of one crew. She had a whole like speech and trig and it was beautiful. I absolutely loved it. I was so happy with the amount of trig in there. And I absolutely love that scene. She is now their commander and it's great. I am worried though about what's going to happen with the Eligius prisoners and the Children of Gabriel and the Faithful, especially now that the Children of Gabriel have discovered that it is not Russell Prime, it is Sheidheda. And it looks like they might join forces with him. I'm not sure. So I'm definitely interested in seeing what's going to happen with that, and I'm really excited for this episode. What else happened? Yeah, I think that was mostly it. Oh, Eligius has the guns now, so they're going to cause problems. Murphy was being adorable with kids, so Murphy and Emori protecting Maddie, being like, you know, because Clarke didn't want her to be commander, and Indra tried to get her to be commander. What, sweetie? On a side note, I am sorry for the noise outside and the noise of my cats. So hopefully I can edit that out. And yeah, before we get started, please remember this is not market substitute. Please support the original content. And yeah, let's get started with this. This is my reaction to The 100, Season 7, Episode 7, The Queen's Gambit. Oh no. I understand
what happened to them. Captured. No. Sorry.
Oh no.
The shepherd teaches us that winning the last war brings upon the final evolution of a species. I thought Orlando would have taught you that.
What? What's the last word?
He hanged himself in the cabin. Penal system.
Orlando?
We lost 25 disciples.
So you did die. Is Clarke gonna show up? Because they're trying to get out of it. They just take him with them.
Is Nakara your heaven?
He left that out too, did he?
He left a lot out, apparently.
We believe in transcendence.
Transcendence through the stone.
Its true power remains locked away. I would like you to help us unlock it.
What's its true
We'll
power
share our
then?
knowledge, you'll share yours, and tell us everything you know about Clarke.
What does Clarke have to do with any of this?
She's the key to everything.
He's trying to get...
Do I get a rope?
I love Gabriel.
Oh, she got to go looking for our friends while we're
So Indra's out looking.
sitting the party of yours.
It's
not a party. Unifying the children of Gabriel with their families. It's the key to real peace.
Ooh,
And I'm
true.
worried. The road out of hell is paved with good deeds, John.
Ooh.
You're not going to hell.
No. Nothing better
Like
happens
this.
to Emori.
In the queen of the castle being worshipped.
You've worshipped me for years.
I think she just likes being a part of like a community, or like
This
how
one's interesting.
she loved being with Space Crew.
What is it?
That's the anomaly stone, isn't it?
Something dangerous?
I think Maddie's the
Does that
key.
mean I'm crazy or something?
No, sweetie.
First of all, no. Let's get back to what's really bothering you.
She wants to be a normal kid.
My parents never let me. Too afraid I'd see my blood.
And when the Flame Kippas came, they hid you? You were so strong.
Aww.
But you gotta cut yourself some slack.
She's just a kid.
You're not the commander anymore, so you don't have to take it all on your shoulders.
Do you mind if I go play soccer?
Go.
You'd be crazy not to.
I want him and Miller to adopt a child.
Maybe we should talk about why you're doing this, instead of doing it.
Therapy session still.
Oh, you really are in shrink mode today, aren't you?
Your parents left you out to die, just like the children of Gabriel.
If I can give these people peace, how is that a bad thing? I'll get you the rest of the DNA. You get me the names of their parents.
That's crazy, but yeah, I didn't think of that parallel. Messages, damn it. Unification Ceremony today.
Juice flowing from the taps.
That's why you're scared. I can feel it. You don't need to be.
Well, fears always work pretty well for me, so.
Being feared works better.
Oh no.
Teach you how to play chess. If you win, I'll give you what you want most of all.
And what is that exactly?
The chance to be a hero. Were you scared when they were preparing you to burn?
Yeah.
Scared as you are right now.
I'm not scared.
Good.
Careful.
How can you make me a hero?
Oh no.
I don't care about that. I just assume it means you know something bad is about to happen.
People will die.
Crap. What do they have
No
planned?
rush. It's not as if lives depend on it. The Queen's Gambit. Aggressive.
Murphy knows how to play chess. Okay, so that's where we get the title of the episode. It's a chess move. I know nothing about chess. And I think he said it's an aggressive move too. So I'm interested in seeing what they have planned for Reunification Day, or I think that's what it was called. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the children of Gabriel, some might not want to know who their parents are. Maybe some do. But I really like how they paralleled the children of Gabriel to Emori and her backstory, because she was left as an infant to die just like them. So I thought that was an interesting parallel, and it just like gives more depth into Emori's character. And every time a character gets more added to their story or we get more information on them, I always get scared because I think they're going to die. I just don't want her to die by the end of the season. And also that would like totally destroy Murphy if she did die or something bad happens to her.
What's wrong?
Is that the Ark?
Come back.
Oh,
For the
flashback.
show.
Oh my god. We're going to get Ark flashbacks finally, 2 seasons later.
So it's my weakness.
Yours is tricky. You don't talk about yourself much. And you're a shapeshifter. Loyalty is your weakness.
Loyalty is not a weakness.
It can be.
It is when it causes you to do something you know you shouldn't. We are a team now. Think you could be loyal to us?
As soon as we get back to the ground, all of this...
Oh my god. Is that the first time they kiss? Finally adding some depth to this relationship. Are they memory capture for Echo? Or is she just remembering?
I know you're in pain, Echo. Are we friends now? We've all done
They put them to share a cell?
When Lincoln died, I beat my brother. I wish I could take that moment back. Oh, no. No way. Echo, it's not my fault.
You need to cry, you need to let it out.
You're my family too.
Because she loved Bellamy, because Bellamy loved her, and Octavia's accepting that as her family.
Echo, the one who taught you to fight? No, my father did that. Did he now?
She called Dev her father! Oh my god.
I know your heart was in the right place, but... What? But you're my child. It's not your job to rescue me. I was coming for you. And now you're gonna rot in here with me until they execute us. You're just mad because I turned out to be a killer like you.
Oh no. Don't sass Mommy Diyoza. I mean, I understand why she's upset, because she didn't want that life for Hope. She wanted a life of peace for Hope, and to see Hope has actually had to kill someone and has been, you know, all this has happened to her, must really hurt Diyoza. Hope was 15 years without her mom. That's a lot of time, and she called Dev her father. Oh my god. She loved him like a... Oh. I love that. I really love that because I love Dev. It also must have hurt Diyoza for Hope to know that she killed people and that she was a terrorist. Also, Echo and Octavia's talk, I really enjoyed that. They both needed that. They need to like comfort each other because they both loved Bellamy. And I know a lot of people still don't like Becco, but Bellamy loved her and cared for her, and she loves and cares for Bellamy, so he was happy with her, and that's what's important. for my characters at least. Like, yes, I ship Clarke, but as long as they're happy, I don't care who they end up with. I do prefer, you know, relationships with a little more, like, build up to them. I'm glad we kind of saw a moment with Bellamy and Echo on the Ark. Like, I guess that was their first kiss. Like, I like that we saw that. We should have gotten that maybe in season 5 when everyone was hating on Echo for being with Bellamy and complaining that they had absolutely zero build up or development. Oh god, back at Sanctum. It's gonna be a mess.
What's your endgame, Nikki? The children of Gabriel have a mission, and it does not involve getting innocent people killed.
There's no innocent people at the end of the world. I don't care what planet you're standing on.
At least for our group. Ooh. I'd iron out the details a little bit more.
Nelson, I know how you feel, because I felt it too.
Oh, she's gonna show him.
They called us Frick Drana, but it's the same thing. I know what it's like to be thrown out like garbage. I would give anything for the chance to see them again. Ask them why. Show them how wrong they were about me.
I don't give a damn about any of that.
Then why are you still here?
This is my home.
I think it's just really hard for him. She's gonna take
I
the
now
DNA.
remember why I hate chess. Too much thinking. Make your move.
Chess takes a long time.
The freak drainer.
Don't call her that.
You don't know Emori.
He loves
Perhaps
them.
not.
What about you? I mean, I assume you don't like women very much, but then again, how could you? Mother gave you up to fight in the Conclave and become commander, then there's the whole Lexa thing. Knowing that she is everybody's favorite when they hated you. Then again, she did unite the clans.
I united the clans.
Please. The only people you united were the Flamekeepers and banded together to kill you.
They killed me because they were afraid of my ideas. Just like they killed Lexa.
I do what I have to survive, yeah.
Then why are you here? Playing chess with a man who could kill you in order to satisfy an inner need to be loved is not the move of a survivor. Chess is more than a game, John. It's strategy.
Yeah.
Avenging your queen. Predictable.
Enough with the chess metaphors if anything happens to
Before
Emori.
you threaten me, think. A real survivor would choose to stay on my good side in the off chance I escape this cage and take my rightful place
That's
on the throne.
I actually love that they're playing chess and they're talking about strategy and stuff, because I love that stuff. Even though I'm bad at chess and shogi, I learned the rules to shogi a long time ago. Like, I love that stuff, strategy stuff, and I'm trying to figure out what he's going to do. And I'm actually a little bit interested in what his plan is going to be, especially now that he's, like, involving Murphy in it, and now that I'm kind of getting more on, like, Emori and stuff, because I'm scared something's going to happen to her. And then Nelson, Emori has taken a sample of his DNA because she wants to reunite him with his parents. I don't know if that's going to go good. I mean, if that goes bad, then that's really going to mess him up, and he's definitely going to go for Nikki. It's going to be problems. Let's just put it that way. It's always problems in Sanctum.
What else did Gabriel tell you?
Oh.
It doesn't matter. It does to me. He said you were a Navy SEAL and a decorated hero who saved thousands of lives before becoming a freedom fighter. You mean terrorist? What difference does it make? All the difference. God, I hate that you know that. You weren't going to tell me? Sure, eventually when you were old enough. 25. To me, you're not.
She
From the
loves
first time you looked at me, you only saw mommy. But other people, they see a killer, a terrorist. I knew if you ever looked at me like that, my heart would break into 1,000 pieces. I don't. I know you're trying to do the right thing. Doing the right thing the wrong way isn't doing the right thing. Innocent people died for my right thing. And for what? Nothing. Earth is gone, blown up, twice. You can thank your real father for that. You never mentioned my father before.
like
How much do
Prairie.
you want to know? He was a psychopath and a cold-blooded killer. I had sex with him to get him on my side in an uprising. Not my best decision. But it led to the best thing that ever happened to me. The last thing I want is for you to follow my footsteps. Everyone I ever loved was killed fighting in wars. Some that didn't need to be fought. And I'm not going to let that happen to you. I trained for 15 years under 2 disciples. The last 5 of them were with Echo. I did that to save you and Antio. Hell of a job you did. You're alive, aren't you? So is she. Sure, until we're not. If they want to kill us, then let them. Hope, don't be stupid. With Octavia, Echo, you and me, I like our chances. Say you're not a child. Stop talking like one. Put me on my ass and I'll let you. Hell, I'll even help you. I can take it.
No.
Come on.
Diyoza is so badass.
Violence and rage will only destroy your soul. Revenge is a game with no winners. And we've lost too much already.
It must be so hard for Diyoza. Like, 2 months ago, her child was 10.
Just disappear. All I want to do is go back to the way things were, but we can't. We don't want you. Don't worry. I know, little one.
Aww.
That's why I can't lose you again. And I won't.
Oh no. I don't want Diyoza to sacrifice herself.
Something's different. There's plenty of cells, but they put us together.
They're probably listening in.
Do you know why Asgeda warriors scarred their own faces?
She just scarred her own face.
We do it to symbolize that the pain is over. The wound is healed. So that we never forget. Sit down and let me call you a... Orlando told us that all they care about is their last war.
Oh, Octavia just saw that she has Nightblood. Your soldiers.
The recruits.
We're ready to fight with you. This is how my people show they're ready to go to war.
Do the rest of you agree with Echo?
For yes, and we'll fight your war.
Training starts tomorrow. I'll make disciples of you yet.
Oh my god. Also, that is the first time Octavia has seen Echo with Nightblood. No, wait, no, never mind. Has Octavia already seen Echo with Nightblood? Yeah, because they took the castle thing in the finale. But I don't know if she actually knew that Echo had Nightblood or not. Anyways, I really want to see how her scars turned out because they look kind of like Rowan's. That's cool. Oh my god, she freaking scarred herself. That's fucking badass and crazy though. But that was pretty cool. Hope and Diyoza's talk. That was so sad because it's so hard for both of them. You know, for Hope it's been years, and for Diyoza she's missed her child's childhood. For Diyoza she didn't get to watch Hope grow up and everything. Like, she loved her daughter when she was 10, and it's only been 2 months, and now her daughter's back and she's 25 years old. Diyoza doesn't know how Hope really is as a grown-up yet because she hasn't seen her daughter, and for Hope it's been years. For Diyoza it's only been like 2 months. It's just crazy. And I feel so bad for them. Hope learned about McCreary, which was interesting. So they're using Gabriel for his brain, and they're using Hope, Echo, Diyoza, and Octavia as soldiers, basically. That's pretty cool and smart of them, to be honest. But I wouldn't fully trust our group because they could still turn on them. So
I think I might feel better about this with Daniel Prime's blessing.
they're still very faithful. Daniel, where are you? Come on, Murphy. Done playing chess yet?
You could have won with your queen. That was the checkmate move. You just want to keep me here.
Kelly's always been too soft. Only Daniel's words hold. Your Frigg Drainer's ceremony will almost certainly fail. Checkmate.
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
And
This is not going to
matched
go.
your DNA. Such. That's what we called you. It means pure.
Well, at least his mom's like, just the dad I'm worried about. Please, nothing go wrong.
No.
Oh, no.
We did the right thing. You are an abomination. All of you are!
What the fuck, you crazy? Oh, Nelson killed him. Oh, no. Oh, this was part of the plan.
I'm with you.
First, we make demands.
She's pretty smart. God, Sheidheda, he apparently studied the primes, and he knows that they see Kaylee as softer, and there are people that favor different primes, that people favored Daniel, and they wanted him there, and since he wasn't, it made Nelson's dad... I mean, how could you see your child as an abomination? Because he's a null, just because he doesn't carry a certain gene, or because people have extra genes. They came from you. They're your child. You made them. I just can't understand that. Just like Frigg Draina, that family that Jaha ran into, the mom who's a warrior, she's like, I couldn't leave him, he's my son, right? I know there are people who abandon children and stuff, and I've never been able to understand that. I understand putting up your kid for adoption if you don't have the resources or want to give them a better life or something, but to give them up simply because they have an extra chromosome, or because they have a genetic thing, or because they don't have something, I can't. And Nelson's mom actually like looked happy to see her child after all these years. And then he ended up killing his dad because, well, his dad tried to kill him, and the guy was literally choking him. I would have stabbed him too. And I feel so bad for Emori because she really wanted this to go well, and I imagine how much she would want to be reunited with her parents. I mean, just beliefs and blind faith is such a powerful thing that can drive people to do this in fictional setting or in real world stuff.
Been entering codes for 3 months and I'm losing my mind.
3 months?
Hold the work. Someone's coming through.
3 months. Clarke and Co.
Where are the others? Bellamy, Octavia, Echo?
Octavia and Echo are here, but sorry, Bellamy's dead.
Oh no! Oh no! No, he's not! Oh no. Anders is excited that his key is here. Want to know more about this key thing? Chamber. Bellamy's in there. Because only he has access to it, and like they're gonna use him against Clarke or something. Or they're gonna use him to like get Clarke to cooperate. No? What is it?
From the ashes,
We will
through
rise.
the bridge, the shepherd will rise.
Cadogan. His body's in cryo sleep, isn't it? Cadogan. Yes, it is. Oh my god, I knew it. They're trying to bring him back. He's alive. He's in cryo. Why did he want Clarke? Father?
You again.
Oh, never mind.
My shepherd.
God. I thought he was gonna say father or something. Oh my god, but just you again. So he's been awoken before. So what is he waiting for? What does he want?
Has the war begun? No, not yet, sir.
War begun?
But we have the key.
Knew it! Oh my god. Cadogan. I can never say it right. Okay, for a second I thought he was going to see like Bellamy, but it made more sense like seeing the thing, and as soon as he said from the ashes, I'm like, this is the cult, this is Cadogan, this is him in this box. He's just been in cryo sleep all this time. I knew it had to do with Connigan's people. I thought maybe he was in cryo somewhere. I did not expect him to be like hidden in the basement or upper level or whatever it is. Ooh, 13th. It was the 13th, wasn't it? 13th level. Maybe when he burned Becca, he didn't realize that he would eventually need her. And they think maybe now Clarke can help. I don't know. I don't think they created the stone unless Becca... No, because the commanders would have some knowledge of that, wouldn't they? Like more knowledge on that and become part of their lore or something. The stone was there before them and everything, so maybe a different species before humans, or I don't know, especially with like the whole time difference thing. Okay, but they've been in there for 3 months. I don't know how long Octavia, Hope, Diyoza were locked up for, but they might have been training for 3 months too to become disciples to fight in this war, the last war for mankind or whatever. It hasn't even started yet. And I think they need the stone maybe to start the war. So what are they trying to destroy, or what are they trying to get? Like, oh my god, so many freaking questions. Bellamy's alive. I still think that. It hurts me that Clarke thinks he's dead. But he's fine. You're gonna reunite somehow. What if whoever they're trying to fight is that planet they can't access? No, because that planet might be Earth. But if that planet they can't access is like whoever they're trying to fight, maybe because they have the thing figured out and they're not letting them in or something. What if like, no, because then they can't send... I was like, maybe they send Bellamy there and then he'll end up fighting with them, like a different group of humans or something. I don't know. What happened to the other Eligius things? Like, we know what happened to Alpha and Beta. So Gamma, Delta, Epsilon, like, what's up with them? Like, what happened? I guess, let's say Gamma, or like the people from Bardo who somehow went extinct before the Earth people got there. So, like, that would explain it. But then there's 2 other planets. I mean, Nakara wasn't really habitable, so they might have died. But maybe that wasn't one of the planets they sent the Eligius people to. Who knows? Oh my god. That's crazy. Like, I still need to know more about the Eligius missions and the other planets they sent the Eligius to. Because they sent them to 5 planets, but I think there's 6 planets in the thing. But maybe one of those planets is Earth. And, like, how would they know that it was those planets that were linked with the bridge? Unless Becca knew, or, like, someone from Eligius knew. And the whole Cadogan thing, like, I literally don't know what's going on right now. I don't know what this war for mankind is, what it's going to be fighting against or for. I don't know, like, the Earth was destroyed. Cadogan went and kept his people, and he's just been in cryo. waiting to be woken up for this war. For what? What does he want from this war? Like, how did he even know of this war? How does he know this war is going to happen? Like, who is he trying to fight? Like, an opposing group that went somewhere? I don't know. This is crazy. I don't understand what's going on right now. But I did enjoy this episode. Indra wasn't in it. She's out there looking for Clarke and all of them. Doesn't know what happened to them. It's probably been like a day or so or 2 days and they haven't come back. So they're probably getting worried. Still don't know where Gaia is. It has to be a different planet. Maybe she'll find Bellamy. And maybe the planet she went to, she's going to go with find Bellamy. And then, I don't know. It's like a disciple took her, but maybe why would the disciple jump there if he was probably going to just jump back to Bardo? And then, I don't know. Where's Gaia? Where's Bellamy? I don't think he's dead. Clarke, Raven, and Miller, I love that it showed all of their reactions to it because, you know, the 100 and Raven and Bellamy, like, you know, they've been through so much together and that, like, that hurt me. Oh, the 100. So little of them left. I just hope they all make it out by the end of this season. I doubt it. So, starting with the storyline in Sanctum, because I think it's less to talk about, and I talked about some of it in commercials, but we had Dr. Jackson therapy with Maddie and Emori, which was great. I love him. I want him and Miller to adopt a kid and just live happily ever after. Miller better make it, because I love Miller. I also want Emori and John to have a kid or adopt a kid. I don't know. They care for kids. I don't know. It was just so cute. Emori, I love her parallels with the children of Gabriel. I talked about it in one of the commercials, just how it parallels that. Like, I hadn't even thought of that. Like, yeah, she was left out there to die too. She knows what it's like, and she would love to be able to, like, reconnect with their parents. So she was trying to do that for the children of Gabriel. Unfortunately, it didn't go her way because Nelson and Nikki had a plan. Well, Nikki had a plan and everything, and somehow Sheidheda knew everything was going to happen. He just knew that it wasn't going to go well eventually. That sucks, because it looked like some people were actually happy to be reunited. I feel bad for those, but it looks like a lot of the children of Gabriel were accepting the guns and stuff. They're probably just really upset that their parents, like, left them out there to die and are still, like, I mean, I wouldn't get over that really quick. It would take me years of therapy. And they follow Nelson too, so I guess they're going to be joining with Eligius. But I enjoyed Sheidheda and Murphy's talk, especially the whole survivor thing. Him telling Murphy that if he were Murphy, he'd be very careful on how he treats Sheidheda and stuff, just because you don't know who's going to come out on top. And, you know, the survivor move would be to be playing both sides, kind of, you know. But that's like, I mean, come on, have loyalty, I guess. But ultimately, Murphy's a survivor. But if something happens to Emori, I could just see him, like, going crazy because he loves Emori. But that's what happened in Sanctum. But now onto the more interesting part of this episode, at least for me, is the whole thing that's happening on Bardo right now. Also, now I'm thinking of the timeline. They were on Okara for a couple of hours, but it's been 3 months to Bardo, so I wonder what the time dilation there is. Oh my god, so much time dilation. Anyways, in Bardo, we had Gabriel kind of at the beginning being upset and sad and sorry that he had betrayed them and gotten them caught. That makes sense because, you know, they were prisoners. Echo and Octavia were rooming together, which was interesting. And they actually had a very nice talk, and they, like, recognized, like, they were both really important women in Bellamy's life. Like, they both loved him and cared for him, and he loved and cared for them both. So, like, in a way, they're family now, and Octavia said that, and she even referenced back to in season 3 after Lincoln died, how she beat Bellamy and everything, and how she wished she could take it back and everything, just because now they think Bellamy's dead. And she hugged Echo, and Echo let it out. We even got a flashback to the Ark, which is something I've been wanting. I wanted to know what happened on the Ark in season 5, and we just never addressed it. So I was sad about that, but I like that they kind of put in some development, very, very late, but some development on Echo and Bellamy, just because, like, their relationship came out of nowhere. Like, I understand they had 6 years to build up that relationship off screen, though. You know, as an audience, we weren't told any of this, and a lot of people are, and were huge Bellark shippers, and to, like, have this ship thrown in your face and not want it, and then not be told how it happened, or if it's, like, genuine, must have been really frustrating. For me, I was like, Bellamy's happy, I'm happy. I just want my characters to be happy in the end of the day. By the end of it, Echo had scarred her face, like the Esgeta thing, like reverting back to her Esgeta ways, the soldier, the spy, you know, her people. And she figured out that, like, Octavia was like, why would they put us both in a cell together? I thought maybe they were spying, trying to get more information, but it made sense. They wanted them to realize that ultimately they're all good fighters and badass women, so they want them on their side for this whole war thing, whatever it is. But Echo realized it, and she's like, I'm ready to fight in your war, be your soldier, or whatever. They're recruits now. So that was interesting. I definitely want to see how her scars turn out. Because, like, it's one thing to just, like, cut like that. But, like, if she was able to, like, etch in a design, that would be cool. I mean, painful, but, like, cool. And, like, with the night blood running, it was interesting. And then in the other cell, we had Hope and Diyoza. Oh, wow. I absolutely loved their interactions. Especially just, like, their talk about when Hope, after their fight, and, like, just Hope crying and letting it out, like, years of all that she's been holding on to while her mom and Octavia were missing and everything. And I understand where Diyoza was coming from. Like, she never wanted Hope to be in that environment. And she said maybe someday she would have told Hope about her past, but it was just so shocking to Diyoza because she left her child a couple months, and now it's been 15 years for the child, and it's only been months for Diyoza. Like, she still sees Hope as a little girl because she never got to see Hope grow up and be there for her and all of that. She missed all of that, and it must be very painful. And I love how she said nothing good came from McCreary except for Hope, and I love that. And she told Hope about McCreary, which is crazy. You know, Hope's real dad was fucking psycho. But she called Dev her dad, and oh my god, like, it took me a moment to register what had just happened. She saw him as a dad. I wonder if she ever called him dad. Like, oh, I love it. And it must have been so hard for her to have him die, and then she lost her mother, and then she lost her father. Like, and I just love that she called Dev her dad. Yeah, like, he raised her. He finished raising her. I also just love Diyoza's talk about how, like, doing the right thing in the wrong way is still wrong. You know, she feels bad for all the innocents that died in her campaigns and everything, and for her trying to do the right thing. Like, a lot of people who didn't need to lose their lives lost their lives. So she feels bad about that, and she hates that Hope knows, because she never wanted Hope to see her that way, because she said, like, from the moment I saw your eye, like, to Hope, Diyoza was just mom. And I just absolutely love that, because I think that was just beautiful how Diyoza expressed that. I really loved their moments, and I like how they fought. She kind of, like, let Hope get out some of that frustration too in that fight. I feel like it was a therapeutic thing, and it did ultimately end with, like, Hope crying and being like, they took my mom away, you know, like, she lost her mom out of nowhere, and it was scary for her and painful. And then 6 months by herself until she found someone else that came, and she saw him as a father figure, and then he died, and then it was just crazy. Wow, it's just crazy, the whole time dilation, how it's affecting all these relationships. But in the end, she and Diyoza were both released with Echo and Octavia, and they're kind of new recruits. Are going to become disciples now, and I'm interested in how much of that they're actually going to believe in. Maybe once they find out what the war is for, they might turn, or they might think it's wrong, so I don't know. They're going to be more badass than they already are, because they're going to learn to fight, maybe some new techniques. But Diyoza and Octavia and Echo are pretty badass as it is, so I don't know what else they can do. I mean, I guess they can just train more. But if I were the disciples, I'd be very wary of them, just because they're not, you know, that's not their people, and they're going to do whatever they can for their people. So I definitely think Bellamy's still alive, and he's going to be a big factor in if they choose to betray the disciples. I think he's going to be a factor in that. So I kind of already talked about the whole Cadogan thing. It's been 3 months for our anomaly group, and now Clarke has come. Gabriel, you know, recognized her, and the others see her as the key. I definitely need to know more about that. I'm theorizing in my head right now, and it's hurting because I'm trying to theorize in my head of what all that means, as well as, like, run back different seasons and try to figure it out. At the same time, talk about this episode. Right now, I'm kind of stumped. I still think it might have to do with the flame. Cadogan realized it was a mistake burning Becca. She said, like, she explained to him that he was making a mistake, that they didn't have to hide anymore, that they didn't have to live in the bunker when he was burning her at the stake. So maybe later on he realized that he needed Becca, her brain, Or maybe that he needed Allie too or something, you know? He needed, like, he wasn't smart enough to figure it out himself. I don't know. But I think maybe it has something to do with Becca. Clarke had the flame, and I think they never got to Maddie having the flame, so they think the last person to have the flame, or still has the flame, is Clarke, if they never actually got past the part where they took the flame out. Because it ended, like, right where Octavia stabbed Pike, you know, because it's from Octavia's point of view, like, she was fighting and everything. She might have not caught Murphy getting the flame out of Clarke. They might think she still has the flame, but the flame is destroyed, so I don't know. I really want to know what the whole key is, and Cadogan is back. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. I knew the disciples and things had to be from him just because of the whole religious aspect and the levels, the tiers and everything. Like, it just made so much sense for that. And then, like, as I started to think about it more, it was like, what if Cadogan is still alive somehow? Like, you know, Cryo, because we saw Cryo and they introduced it, and it was during his time that technology was available, so it would make sense if he had his own, and it looked like he had his own little pod thing and everything. That made sense. And as soon as he went there and it was like a thing, I was like, oh my god, it had the Second Dawn bunker logo on it. I was like, this is him. This is him. I thought maybe his body was being preserved and they were trying to bring him back for a second, but he's alive as well. I don't know why I thought they were trying to bring him back. It totally makes sense with he's just in cryo. But he's been waiting for this war. I'm like, how did he know this war is coming? Is there even gonna be a war? Like, is it a thing? Or is it just something he led his people to believe so they'd follow him? I don't know. I don't know how cults work. Is he gonna stay awake now? Is he gonna talk to Clarke? Is he gonna try to get information about the flame? Wow. And for a second I thought Anders was gonna say, like, dad or something. I don't know why. Because it's been probably a lot of time has passed, and yeah, like a couple 100 years. They're still trying to crack this code thing, so I want to know more about that. But now they have the keys. I'm guessing maybe a code that Clarke might have seen from the commanders. I think it has something to do with the flame. It'd be a nice way to tie in all the stories. I think it's one continuous story, so it's crazy how much the show has changed and progressed, but still can tie things in from different seasons. So I am definitely excited to see the next episode. I can't wait. And I'm sorry if you heard noises. It's very loud outside, so I apologize for that. Hopefully I can cut most of them out in editing. And I'm also sorry this is so late. I will try to get it out as soon as possible, but I have a lot of things to edit. And Umbrella Academy is coming back soon, so I really want to finish editing The Witcher before I start on Umbrella Academy. Editing is not my favorite thing, and it takes me a lot of time, especially with my computer that always freezes and the mouse that always freaking sticks and then doesn't want to move. I'm a mess. And also, I love to procrastinate. I procrastinate a lot, so that's also a problem. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want, and I will see you for the next episode of The 100. Bye, guys.